Good Friday morning. Glad I got a chance to spend some time with you. Hope it'll be an encouragement to you. Hope it'll get you ready for the weekend ahead. I was thinking about my devotion today and what I wanted to do my devotion on. And what came to me was this: what is the hardest lesson I've had to learn in life? What is the hardest lesson? Well, there's two things that I think are hard lessons. One to me is a little bit harder than the other one, and I'll let you decide which one. One of the hardest lessons I've had to learn is that people do come and go. Sometimes they move out of town. Sometimes the Lord takes them home. They come into our life for a season of time and then they're gone. And it hurts when we have someone who loves us and someone that we love, and there's a separation, there's a parting where they move away or have to go here for another job, or the Lord calls them home. To me, that's the hardest lesson in life, is that separation, that the missing of the fellowship. The second hardest lesson that I've learned is the lesson of learning to be content. Paul wrote to young Timothy to give him some advice on being a minister, being a pastor, and he writes to him that godliness with contentment is great gain, that we brought nothing into this world, we'll take nothing out. And if we got food on the table and clothes on our back, we need to learn to be content. He says later to the church at Philippi, in the letter he wrote to them, I've learned in whatever state I am to be content, whether I'm lifted up or I'm brought down. I've learned to be content. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Let's learn what it means to be content, to trust the Lord. You know, I know that the first lesson that we miss people, and I miss people, but the great thing is that when we all know Christ as Lord and Savior, we get to see one another again. So that's temporary. And one day we'll be together again. And I look forward to those days. And then the next lesson I'm constantly teaching myself is, Lord, help me to be content. To be content with the things that I have. To rest in you. To enjoy life, because life has nothing to do with things and possessions. It has everything to do with relationships. What is the hardest lesson that you had to learn? Those are two of my hardest. I'm still learning them, and I'm still growing, and I hope you're still growing closer to the Lord. I hope you have a good weekend, and I'll see you on Monday.